1, 2, 3. Hit it, Charlie!
Hey guys, welcome back. Charles Damiano here from the Bruce Lee Collection for another exciting episode. And once again, I'm here with my buddy, Hector Martinez.
Charlie!
Big Bruce Lee fan and collector, and my Bruce Lee brother.
My brother, you know, this is where we get confused whether we're going to shake or
that's okay, man. Don't worry about it. It's all good, man. It's
There
all
you
good.
go.
Look at Layla's making a guest appearance as well.
Layla, we're going to make a special episode on you.
Just on you. She always wants to get in the episode.
Ah, she loves
beautiful.
it. She's a big Bruce Lee fan.
I know, she is.
But I got to be careful. She'll chew my magazines.
She would, right?
Yeah. Hi, Mommy.
Well, this is going to be a fun episode because I know you with your collecting. I know everyone collects different things, but you always tell me you like to collect oddities and really unusual and original items on Bruce, and the rarer the better. And when you called me and told me you had this first item, which is an old poster, which is the first time I'm actually seeing it, and never even heard about it before, and now you have it in your collection. It's probably from what I heard, one of the rarest posters that are out there, and I've never even seen it come across in all my 50 years of collecting. I've never seen this before. So why don't we talk a little bit about what the poster is, the significance behind it, the time frame, what it highlights, how you picked it up, and we'll kind of share this with the group here.
Well, you know, we can go back to 1967.
Okay.
When Bruce Lee's friend Jun Rhee had his 1967 National Karate Championships at the Washington, D.C. Armory.
Correct.
Back in '67. So at that time, Bruce Lee was celebrating his celebrity
status as Kato, yeah.
In the Green Hornet.
66, 67, right? So he's become a celebrity now in the United States from that series.
From that series,
yeah.
Indeed. First time I saw it.
Same here, same here.
So, so Jun Rhee, when he created this program that's on my left, right next to you, Charlie.
Yeah, I love it.
As you can see, it says 1967 National Karate Championships in Washington, D.C. Yep. And it's got Bruce there, a small photo of Bruce's Kato.
I know, and in the program, he also features Bruce, right?
And he's inside the program, not only Bruce, but Van Williams is in there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's pretty cool. This is a nice program. It's original.
And it's pre-death. Another pre-death item, which is great. I love pre-death items.
Yeah. It took place May 6, 1967 at 8 p.m. And yeah, man, you know, so they had two guests.
Yeah.
They had Robert Culp from I Spy.
Remember that? Yeah, remember that film?
And Bruce Lee, the Kato of the Green Hornet. Now, the one that was defending his title was the man, Joe Louis.
Joe Louis. So what a tournament that was, right?
Yeah.
So Jun Rhee really knew how to market his tournaments. I mean, obviously, right, he had Joe Louis there fighting, you know, the professional karate tournament, right?
Yeah.
But then he used Bruce because he knew of the celebrity status,
of course,
as a way to pack the arena, right? Because he was a big draw at that time from his popularity as Kato in the Green Hornet.
He knew how to spice it up.
He really did. He really did. And they were really good friends, Jun Rhee and Bruce Lee, as we know.
Yeah, well, indeed. And Joe Louis was Bruce Lee's student.
Yes, yes. And, and I heard most of the kicking, besides from Chuck and Joe Louis, he learned a lot of his kicking skills from Jun Rhee as well.
From Jun Rhee.
Right, because Jun Rhee had Taekwondo, and it was a kicking art.
He was amazing.
And Bruce really wanted to learn the kicks for the screen because they were more showy, right, than his Jeet Kune Do at the time.
Indeed.
And it looked better on film and made the film more exciting.
And you know what's interesting, Charlie, now that you say about someone teaching Bruce Lee kicking techniques, I am proud to say that a Puerto Rican martial artist was the one that also inspired Bruce Lee on how to kick.
Yes.
And his name was Luis Delgado.
Absolutely. A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that. There's some footage out there of Bruce Lee training in the backyard of his house.
Yeah.
And when this person is doing these kicks, many thought it was Bruce Lee.
I know.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was Luis Delgado. And the late Luis Delgado, may he rest in peace, taught Bruce Lee that scene, the battle scene at the end of Enter the Dragon.
With Han.
With Han. There's a sequence of kicks.
In the arena.
In the arena that when you match the backyard footage, it's identical.
It's so funny how he used every little resource he had, right? And I remember when Luis Delgado was practicing with Danny DeSanto in the backyard, and Bruce would say, "Hey, do that series again," and he would do it, and he would do it, and he was probably memorizing it because he
Memorizing it.
loved that combination of kicks, and what do you know?
And then he
used
incorporated
it in
it.
Enter the Dragon.
And Enter the Dragon.
Yeah,
I mean, but you got to
he was
understand
very
this.
resourceful, man. Very brilliant guy.
He was. I don't want to discredit Bruce Lee, naturally, of course not. But that's what geniuses do.
They model people.
Michael Jackson was the
Same way.
Took some Sammy Davis Jr., James Brown,
Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly, so many artists.
Yeah, that's what they do.
He combined them all and he created his own style and persona.
Yeah.
So Bruce was indeed a genius. And so, Charlie, this one here is from '67.
You know, what's this one?
Now, this poster, I had never seen it before. And I saw it on eBay.
Yeah.
So immediately I jumped on the opportunity. This one is from 1969. Again, National Karate Championship, held by Jun Rhee at the Washington, D.C. Armory.
Same place where he was holding them all, right?
Same place. So this is the poster.
Yeah.
As you can
And
see.
I can see it says special guest star Bruce Lee.
Again, special guest star Bruce Lee.
Saturday, May 10th, 8 p.m. was the tournament time. Look at that, man.
Indeed.
And, again, he featured Bruce Lee there. Place, Washington, D.C. Armory.
Washington, D.C.
Oh,
Armory.
man, that is historic because
Yeah.
this, again, that's a part of Dragon history right there, man. This is the early days of Bruce. Jun Rhee's promoting him. And
100%.
You know, he was trying to learn how to break into movies, and he figured, let me do all these tournaments and get as much exposure as I can
Yeah.
through the tournament circuit with Jun Rhee at the time. And you were fortunate to pick up this pre-death
It's a good piece.
poster, man. Wow, that is beautiful.
You know what I really dig about this also? Look who was there as well. Louis
Delgado.
Louis Delgado was there.
Joe Hayes.
And Joe Hayes. And Chuck Norris.
Look at that.
So you've got Chuck Norris, Joe Hayes, Louis Delgado, and this fellow here, Toyotaro Miyazaki, is actually the teacher of one of my friends on Facebook. He recognized his name on the
Oh,
poster.
really?
And he said, that's one of my instructors.
Let's hold that up again. That's beautiful. I want them to see that. That's
Yeah.
a really... Jun Rhee seemed to use the same shot, right, when he was promoting his tournaments, because it's the same one that's on the program
Same
guide,
one on the
right?
program,
Yeah.
So, I mean, the same lineup and everything, and except 2 years difference.
Well, that has to be one of the rarest posters I've seen. That might possibly be the rarest poster in your collection.
It could be, but you know what, Charlie? When you're in this game for as long as I've been, I don't consider anything rare anymore.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because you say, wow, this is rare, you know, I've never seen it before, we're probably never going to find it, and then a week later it's on eBay.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's
yeah.
ask the audience. Look, guys, if you've seen this poster before, please chime in. Let me know if you have it in your collection, because we have a lot of collectors of Bruce Lee martial arts on the channel. I'd love to hear from you, and let us know if you ever seen this poster before from 1969.
69?
Jun Rhee featuring Bruce Lee at the tournament that he was promoting at the time.
Washington Armory.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen it. I'd love to hear from you guys, so chime in. Hey guys, Charles Damiano here, and Hector has an update for you guys today on a poster that we spoke about a few weeks ago, and I wanted him to share this with you because when I saw this poster, when you showed this to me the first time I was here and we filmed it, I was excited because I had never seen it and I know how rare it is. So yeah, give us that update on this poster as to why we filmed this today. Tell me about this.
Well, you know, Charlie, when I first saw the poster, I was really excited
Yeah.
to see it because I've never seen the poster. And I've also went around asking other collectors like Perry Lee,
Who's one of the biggest collectors in the world.
probably the biggest,
yeah.
biggest collector. Also, Sifu Richard Torres, who likes the historical side of Bruce Lee.
He's a huge
and
Bruce
Jeet
Lee
Kune Do,
historian, yes.
And he's never seen
Nope.
it. And also spoke to authors and Bruce Lee historians, David Tadman and Steve Kerridge. And they'd never seen the poster.
Wow.
So I said, you know what? I got to buy it. Because if they've never seen it, it's all the more rare. So picked this up a couple of weeks ago. Again, it's from the 1969 National Karate Championships held at the Washington, D.C. Armory.
Yeah.
And promoted by Jun Rhee. And... you know, with the participants there was Joe Hayes, David Moon, Chuck Norris, Louis Delgado, Jack Dutcher. I mean, it's historic, if you ask me. And I decided to go for it. But then a couple of weeks later, the seller had another.
No.
Had another. And I was amazed. So immediately we spoke. It's a lady out there in I believe in Maryland.
Maryland, right?
And
Yeah.
she said to me, she goes, you know, I got these from an estate. She's not a Bruce Lee fan or collector. She specializes in antiques.
Right.
So when she had this poster up for auction, I bought it immediately on the spot.
So where did you say she found it? At an estate sale?
In an estate
Wow.
sale. And if you notice, both of them were folded exactly
the same.
at the same place. So they were both together.
Yeah, yeah.
So she sold one and she planned on selling the other one a few weeks later. But the thing is this, Charlie, when she put the second one up for sale, it almost like she doubled the price.
Yeah.
So I told her, listen, ma'am, you know, with all due respect, I was the one that bought your first
one,
poster,
yeah.
and I'm willing to buy your second if you come down to the same price that I paid for the first
Yeah.
one. She thought about it and then she agreed.
Nice.
And so it wasn't cheap, and I'm not going to say how much I paid for it, but it wasn't cheap, but I had to do it. So I bought the poster. This is the 1969 National Karate Championships.
Wow, look at that. I love those. So Hector, now that you own two, I mean, what did you find really special about this poster to want to pick up the second one? What really stood out for you on this poster, besides its rarity?
Well, two things, of course, is special guest star Bruce Lee, and the fact that it's 1969.
Got you.
So it's actually something that's promoting Bruce Lee before he became the big screen.
Action star. Yeah.
Correct. So, right, now that caught my attention. But another thing that I found interesting, Charlie, is that when Bruce Lee attended Junri 67 tournament,
Right.
it was during the era of the Green Hornet.
Yes, yes.
But this one is 1969 during the era of Marlowe.
Absolutely. That's when they produced Marlowe. That's
With-
when Marlowe was released with James Garner.
With James Garner,
Yes,
correct.
yes.
And Marlowe was actually, it's amazing because we're in October.
Yep.
And Marlowe was released on October 22nd,
Oh, yeah.
1969.
Yes, yes, yes.
So actually, he attended this event in May.
May.
And then Marlowe was
came out,
released
yeah, after
in,
you
in
finished
October.
filming it. Yes, yes.
Right. So here we have Bruce Lee from the Marlowe
Era.
and 67 is from the Green Hornet era.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, Joe Marie was great at marketing and playing off, you know, the celebrity status of Bruce Lee, right? Whatever he was doing at that time.
Yeah. Oh,
he
yeah.
knew to invite him as a special guest because
Sure.
he knew it was going to help pack the arena, right? Because in those days, karate was really just coming up. It wasn't as big as it is now after Bruce Lee popularized the martial arts, right? After he
Yeah.
started coming out with the feature film. So Ju and Reed took advantage of that, which is great. Wow, how does it feel owning two of them, man?
Well, you know, it's
Are you going to, since we're such good friends, are you going to kind of give me one? Or?
Of course. That's why I brought them out. No,
Wow,
but Charlie,
man, that's very special, man.
But I did want to say that I have a second one available if anyone is interested.
Good.
So
That's why I buy double of, you know, collectibles like this,
Sure.
doubles and sometimes even triples, because there's always someone out there that would like to add something like this rare, you know, it's really one of a kind, because you talk to most of the biggest collectors in the world and none of them have seen this poster.
I've never
seen it, you've never seen it, Rich had never seen it, Perry Lee, David Tadman, Carriage, you mentioned some of the biggest names out there.
Those are indeed the heavy hitters.
And none of them have seen this poster before.
But Charlie, you know, the thing is this. If you notice, this was held on Saturday and Sunday at one place. The Washington, D.C. Armory. It's not like a movie that's playing in several theaters and they got to come up with several posters. This is only in one place. So I believe maybe they made a dozen.
Yeah, right, because
You know, it was only like a weekend.
It wasn't like they were distributing all to different theaters, you know, dozens and dozens of theaters throughout the
Correct.
the place. So there must have been a very limited supply. That's
Kind of like a local,
armory. So that's why no one's seen this before. If any of you have seen this, I'd love to hear from you. Please chime in, leave us a comment, let us know if you've seen this poster. Pick that up again, or have it in your collection. To me, it's a one-of-a-kind. Joe and Ree's on the cover, doing a flying kick to another guy in a karate uniform, and Bruce Lee's name is on the poster, and it's really very special. And I mean, when we were looking at the back of that just looks the age. You can see a little of the yellowing, right?
Yeah,
and,
it's yellow. Yeah, sure.
It's definitely a vintage piece here, man. Well, congrats on that find, man.
Thank you, Charlie.
You were
Appreciate
one
it.
to find the really rare artifacts on Lee, man.
One of the guys.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
Well, thank you for that update on this. I'm glad we were able to feature it. Now you have 2 in your collection, which is great.
But anybody's interested, just, hit me up.
Yep.
You know where to find me.
Well, do they have your email? Can they find you on Facebook or?
They can find me on Facebook, or they can talk to you.
Yeah. So chime in, leave us a comment if you have an interest in purchasing from Hector. Let us know in the comments, and we'll reach out to you. And I'm sure he'll work out a really good special for you guys.
Sounds good.
Well, listen, man. Thanks again for sharing this.
Thank you, Charlie.
Let's get the gloves out now that we picked up those posters. And once again, guys, thanks for joining us on this update. And wow, that's great, man.
Thank you, bro.
So now the other oddity you picked up was this centerpiece here. So what can you tell us about this? Because again, this is another piece that I don't have in my collection. I've never seen before, but it's really very nice.
I mean, it's a nice little novelty, something that, spices up the collection. I mean, it's really nothing really fancy, but it's a nice little fan from 1974.
Okay.
And it's actually from Singapore Airlines. And the reason I say 74, it's because that's when The Way of the Dragon debuted in the UK.
Yeah.
So this is a promotional fan for the movie Way of the Dragon when it debuted in the United Kingdom from 74, produced by Singapore Airlines. And what I dig is that it's got a great shot of Bruce Lee and Nora Mao.
Yeah, yeah. And on the back, it shows the plane, the Singapore Airlines, on the back of the fan, right?
Yeah, on the back.
And do you think they were giving these out at the movie theaters as a promotional item at the time when they released Way of the Dragon in UK? Probably, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
probably the movie theater and maybe on the Singapore Airlines
flights. They may have been giving out the fans to promote the movie.
So you can, fan yourself a little bit, man.
Wow. And now, does the fan come out of the base or no?
Actually, I got the base from, there's a jewelry company in the building where I work at. So they were kind enough to give me this base, and
so it's not, the base doesn't come with the fan. The fan just came alone.
The fan came by itself, yeah.
Very creative of you. So you just popped it in here as a way to display it.
That's the only way I could display it standing up.
Very nice, man. Look at that.
Yeah. You don't want to lay it flat. You want to, stand it up so it can look nice.
Wow. Well, I'd love to hear from these guys also to see if they have this in their collection, because that's another rare one. I don't have it. And let me know if any of you guys have this Way of the Dragon fan. Came out in 1974, featuring Bruce Lee and Nora Mao on the fan, and that's a beautiful shot of them, man. I like that.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Yeah. That's when they're at the boss's office.
Yes, yes, and that looks great in the collection when you have display cases and you can put something like this in there in the display case. It really shows well.
That pops nice.
Yeah, yeah. Rather than just a magazine or a photo, but you have one of these, really shows well. So
it's those little, what do you call it? Little trinkets.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That I enjoy, putting in the display case. But hey, it's cool.
Yeah, well, you do a great job with that, man. So listen,
thank you, bro.
I want to thank you for this episode and sharing these very rare pieces
My pleasure,
with the gang here. So,
my pleasure, bro.
Guys, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, like the video, and until next time, Charles Damiano signing out from the Bruce Lee Collection with Hector Martinez, saying, as always, have fun collecting, and we'll see you guys next Friday. Take care, guys.
All the best.